Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. Before we head out to the course, let's create your golfer. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, powered by official PGA Tour ShotLink and TrackMan. As your golf game improves, the tee is yours at custom. Select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present this first step on the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Quinta, California and PGA West, it's the opening round of the first tournament of the new year, the American Express. Well, it's been a long off season. Everyone here looking to get their new year off on the right foot. What better place to do it than right here in La Quinta as we see what's going on here in round one. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Well, this is tugged way left. I thought maybe that ball could get through, but instead it's down into the heavy stuff. Frank, this is our golfer's first ever tournament as a professional on the PGA Tour. Now, you played a number of years on the European Tour before coming stateside, but take me back. What do you remember about your professional debut?
It's huge, Rich. I can remember it like yesterday. I was 19, and just how nervous you get. I was lucky enough that I had some friends that were professional golfers, and they took me aside, and they said, listen, you got 2 arms, you got 2 legs. You're just like everybody else in the field. Don't give in to them. But the nerves, too, you feel like you're in somebody else's body, but they said the other bit of advice I got, nerves mean you care. So don't ever want to play without them. So great advice too. And this is a moment that they will always remember, your debut on the PGA Tour.
Well, you need a little bit of luck in this game, don't you? That was fortunate to make its way through, and it wound up in the fairway as well.
Yeah, some say trees are 90% air. Never happened to me that way.
Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there.
It is a game of touch, and it is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. gun. That's going to leave about 3 feet. That goes down, but it's a 6 at the par 4. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in that it's a relatively flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. Okay, a bogey here at the 15. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. This is a really good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now. I was never going to stop on the green. Coming out of the thick stuff, it's not quite overspin, but it's the next best thing. That was motoring.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Yeah, that's a good roll there to come away with just a bogey at this par 5. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. Arriving now at Alcatraz, the famous 17th hole at PGA West. Island Green, reminiscent of Sawgrass, 168-yard par 3. It is most definitely a knee knocker. Okay, that's the area of the green you want to be in, that front right quadrant, and it's a birdie opportunity coming up. Nope. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to stay at +5. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here, finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Frank, one last critical approach shot here at 18.
Well, if we see someone left of this flag that's not in the water, they've pulled their second shot. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise. Slightly up that slope, little bit of movement from right to left.
Always so frustrating when you hit a putt that comes up that short. From about 8 feet. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a real good day out there. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. What a great time of year to be here in La Quinta. If you come in July, expect temperatures north of 110 degrees. But now, here in January, this is perfect as we check our Day 2 leaderboard. Your leader is Japan's Hideki Matsuyama. He shows the way at 7 under. As for our featured golfer, this might be a day to work on a few things, as it will take a miracle to progress to the weekend. So as we continue along with this second round coverage of the American Express, our featured golfer playing in their first ever PGA Tour event. Some ups and downs yesterday. The nerves showed here and there. Frank, what'd you see?
Nerves really, Rich. That was a choppy round. But, if I look beyond that, I see a little bit of a rough diamond. Going to take a little polishing, but deep down, I think there's game there.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. So that first round as a professional didn't quite go as planned. Nota Begay III was following the action. Nota, how does a young golfer rebound?
Well, it was the first round in the first event of what is going to be a very long season. Player just has to come back, figure out what went wrong, try to make the appropriate changes to get things moving back in the right direction, and hopefully build some momentum headed into what's going to be a very demanding season.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And an ideal look here, just moving slightly to the left.
Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll hold steady at 7 over par. This is a monster par 3, this 6th hole, at 255 yards. On top of it, you're looking at water on the right. The good news is, if that's just a little too much for you to take on, there is a bailout area on the left if you'd rather play it safe. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Okay, so this one, maybe a birdie putt in name only. Oh yeah, this is a big green and a long hole, so it is not easy to get one close. That is a great shot here at 6. Now, got that up too high and it didn't want to come back. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. Par 4 7th is only 346 yards, but there is trouble down the right side with the water, so you need to be straight here. And it might be a good idea to pull out the fairway wood or even a long iron just to keep it in play. Give yourself a chance at making birdie. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. The PGA Tour season kicking off here at PGA West in La Quinta, California, and we're back at it next week. Frank will make the 2-hour drive down to La Jolla and Torrey Pines outside of San Diego for the Farmers Insurance Open. Just such a good time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's just stunning. I mean, rain, hail, or shine, this is just a beautiful part of the world. If you don't like beautiful countryside and coastline, I mean, there's something wrong. This is gorgeous. Oh, nearly a great shot considering that lie in the rough. It just sadly comes to rest on the fringe.
With a good shot there, maybe he gets away with bogey. But now, I think triple's very much in play.
You really have to bear down and focus on those type of chip shots. This time the short game, it just plain let him down.
Just 5 feet left. Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. Up next, the 559-yard par 5/8, where we get a little break from the water found on the previous 3 holes, but there's plenty of sand to make up for it. Good driving hole. Let it rip. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Good second shot. That last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5. Just gave that way too much.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this one's easy to overcompensate that left to right break. There is a little bit, but not too much.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Finishing up on the front side here at PGA West with a 452-yard par 4 ninth. Water down the right, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realise if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. So our featured golfer here, Frank, not going to play the weekend in that first ever PGA Tour event, but you have to figure there will be brighter days. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From a stunning setting, Torrey Pines Golf Course in Southern California, it's opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Situated high on the cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, what a golf course, Torrey Pines, and what a weekend we should have in store as we look at the leaderboard here in round one. The Canadian Adam Hadwin is your leader. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Here at Torrey Pines, Frank, and I think you would agree, this is one of the prettiest settings on tour. Ocean to the west, Del Mar north of us, La Jolla and San Diego to the south. But let's talk about our featured golfer here. Things didn't go so well out in the desert. It was a missed cut at PGA West. What would your advice be for how to attack things this week?
Well, first and foremost, every great player, or every player that I've known over the history of this game has trunk slammed it more than once in their career. You put those clubs in the car and drive to your next event, try and change the mojo, get rid of the bad vibes. But this is a stern test this week. This is enough to get the concentration back. But, you know, I'm going to say this many a time in their career. You've got to hit the reset button. And this is the time, too, because the golf course demands too much out of you. Yesterday, last week, is long gone. Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Okay, a disappointing 6 here at par 4. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. We're here, of course, at Torrey Pines, the South Course. Long history of this event in San Diego, dating back to 1952. It's been here at Torrey since 1968. A lot of great winners. Frank, you've played the course a number of times. Overall, what are the things that a young golfer like this needs to keep in mind this week?
You have to remind yourself it's just a plain, hard, straight-up golf course. And plus, it's going to play every inch of its length because of the marine layer that often comes in. So you have that very dense air. We're obviously at sea level. And plus the Poa annua greens. You're going to miss the odd short putt. You can't let that get to you. You look around the leaderboard, you don't see the same 60-nothings that we saw the week before.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Well, this is a strong par 5 to close out this front side. It measures 615 yards. Obviously, it's going to be reachable into by only the longest hitters. But still, if you play it the right way, drive in the fairway, the appropriate layup, you can make a birdie. All right, in the fairway. Notah Begay III is with us. And Notah, I always thought, and you would know better having been there, that learning to deal with disappointments, with setbacks, is absolutely crucial to becoming a successful professional player. So our featured golfer is back after missing the cut in their professional debut. What is the proper mindset as you try to rebound?
Well, the process at the professional level on the PGA Tour is about trial and error. You go out there and you apply the strategies that you think are going to work. If they don't work, you come back, you correct what you think went wrong, and then you come back out the next week and you try to make it right.
Well, the ball's finished up okay, but look how it got there.
Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Always nice to kickstart your back nine with a birdie, and you'll have a chance. If, again, and we keep repeating this theme at Torrey Pines, if you hit a good tee shot, then you can attack. This one's starting a little bit right. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. So he should be able to get a full club on this, but the ball below his feet for his second. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Sizable putt left.
All right, that's in for a double bogey 6. He'll slide a bit further here to 7 over par. So our featured golfer well back after round 1, and now likely in a fight just to play the weekend.
I think they're in a different zip code today, Rich.
Now, from Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, set amongst the azaleas, dogwoods, magnolias, and pines, this is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, the setting here at Augusta National, as always, is ideal. You could just sort of sit and watch and soak it all in. But you have to get out there and play. So what are the keys to being successful here?
Getting used to the uphill and downhill lies. And you see that on what is regarded really as the most perfect par 5 ever created. That's 13. Because if you had a nice tee shot and you're going to go for that green across the tributary of Rays Creek, then you better used to be having the ball above your feet. And of course, then you get to 16, and I'm going to steal a line, from the great Vern Lundquist. Yes, sir. And yes, sir, you know you're playing a beauty.
Tough spot for a second shot of the round from the sand at 1.
problem was getting in the bunker in the first place. All you can do, as you've done, take your medicine and rely on the next shot.
This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, so 3 putts for him on this opening hole, and that will contribute to a +2 start. Moving on to the 575-yard par 5 second at Augusta National. One of 2 par 5s on this first 9. Reachable in 2 for many in the field, but the green is protected by large, deep bunkers. And there's a good first step to start making up some ground after the troubles at 1. A picture-perfect drive here at the second. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Disappointment there. We'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Now to the short par 4 third, only 350 yards. I think one of the more underrated holes on this golf course. We know those 5 pars plus the 12th on that second 9 get so much attention, and rightly so. But this is a wonderful hole, strategic, and you need some touch here. That one looking a little right. Oh, that is a big drive. Easily clearing that series of bunkers, but that will leave a delicate pitch shot to this third green. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Feet away. Okay, just the one drop shot, as that's in for a bogey. Now to the fourth, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3. Yeah, this is a tee shot that's perplexed many a golfer over the years. That's going to wind up being too long and off the back of this fourth green.
Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you hit a shot like that.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. Rough day so far. 4 over par on the round. Inspired by the road hole at the old course at St. Andrews, the 495-yard par 4 fifth. This an excellent par 4, second longest at Augusta National. Uphill slightly and dogleg to the left. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Whoa, slow down. Oh, that's not what you're hoping for in a birdie putt. That'll go all the way off the green. And this one going to nestle itself into the second cut.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
Yeah, good work there to make sure things don't get worse, but as it is, it's a double bogey. We make our way now to the 180.